Exodus 35, King James Version. The building of the tabernacle. Verse 1. And Moses gathered all the congregation of the children of Israel together, and said unto them, These are the words which the Lord hath commanded, that ye should do them. Verse 2. 6 days shall work be done, but on the seventh day there shall be to you an holy day, a Sabbath of rest to the Lord. Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death. Verse 3. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day. Verse 4. And Moses spake unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, saying, This is the thing which the Lord commanded, saying. Verse 5. Take ye from among you an offering unto the Lord, whosoever is of a willing heart, let him bring it, an offering of the Lord, gold, and silver, and brass. Verse 6. And blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine linen, and goat's hair. Verse 7. And ram's skins dyed red, and badger skins, and shittim wood. Verse 8. And oil for the light, and spices for anointing oil, and for the sweet incense. Verse 9. And onyx stones, and stones to be set for the ephod, and for the breastplate. Verse 10. And every wise-hearted among you shall come, and make all that the Lord hath commanded. Verse 11. The tabernacle, his tent, and his covering, his taches, and his boards, his bars, his pillars, and his sockets. Verse 12. The ark, and the staves thereof, with the mercy seat, and the veil of the covering. Verse 13. The table, and his staves, and all his vessels, and the showbread. Verse 14. The candlestick also for the light, and his furniture, and his lamps, with the oil for the light. Verse 15. And the incense altar, and his staves, and the anointing oil, and the sweet incense, and the hanging for the door at the entering in of the tabernacle. Verse 16. The altar of burnt offering, with his brass and grate, his staves, and all his vessels, the laver and his foot. Verse 17. The hangings of the court, his pillars, and their sockets, and the hanging for the door of the court. Verse 18. The pins of the tabernacle, and the pins of the court, and their cords. Verse 19. The cloths of service, to do service in the holy place, the holy garments for Aaron the priest, and the garments of his sons, to minister in the priest's office. Verse 20. And all the congregation of the children of Israel departed from the presence of Moses. Verse 21. And they came, every one whose heart stirred him up, and every one whom his spirit made willing, and they brought the Lord's offering to the work of the tabernacle of the congregation, and for all his service, and for the holy garments. Verse 22. And they came, both men and women, as many as were willing-hearted, and brought bracelets, and earrings, and rings, and tablets, all jewels of gold, and every man that offered an offering of gold unto the Lord. Verse 23. And every man, with whom was found blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine linen, and goat's hair, and red skins of rams, and badger skins, brought them. Verse 24. Every one that did offer an offering of silver and brass brought the Lord's offering, and every man, with whom was found shittim wood for any work of the service, brought it. Verse 25. And all the women that were wise-hearted did spin with their hands, and brought that which they had spun, both of blue, and of purple, and of scarlet, and of fine linen. Verse 26. And all the women whose hearts stirred them up in wisdom spun goat's hair. Verse 27. And the rulers brought onyx stones, and stones to be set, for the ephod, and for the breastplate. Verse 28. And spice, and oil for the light, and for the anointing oil, and for the sweet incense. Verse 29. The children of Israel brought a willing offering unto the Lord, every man and woman, whose heart made them willing to bring for all manner of work, which the Lord had commanded to be made by the hand of Moses. Verse 30. And Moses said unto the children of Israel, See, the Lord hath called by name Bezaleel the son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah. Verse 31. And he hath filled him with the Spirit of God, in wisdom, in understanding, and in knowledge, and in all manner of workmanship. Verse 32. And to devise curious works, to work in gold, and in silver, and in brass. Verse 33. And in the cutting of stones, to set them, and in carving of wood, to make any manner of cunning work. Verse 34. And he hath put in his heart that he made each, both he, and Aholiab, the son of Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan. Verse 35. Them hath he filled with wisdom of heart, to work all manner of work, of the engraver, and of the cunning workman, and of the embroiderer, in blue, and in purple, in scarlet, and in fine linen, and of the weaver, even of them that do any work, and of those that devise cunning work. Join us tomorrow and don't forget to like the post and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more Bible reading.